back to another Sims 4 speed build. Just before we get started, I've been getting a few comments about this, so I just wanted to just answer it in a video. I'll also answer it in the comments, but I feel like I'll also put it in the description, but I don't feel like too many people look at the description, but I'll say it here, and I'll always answer further notice. I use a voice changer, so I edit my videos and then I input my voice and then I use a voice changer so it sounds like this. The primary reason I use it is because I'm trying to find confidence in using my own voice, because I would rather go on camera than use in my real voice. There's no issue with it in like speaking terms. It's more of when I record myself, I just sound like I'm 2 seconds away from falling asleep. And I've tried, even when I try and make my voice a little bit more enthusiastic, it sounds like I'm 2 seconds away from falling asleep. And it's not that I'm not enthusiastic over what I'm doing, but it's more of like my natural speaking tone. If you don't hear the tone of it, the way I speak wouldn't match it in videos. I'm overcomplicating things again, but the best way to describe it, and I'll try and talk to the right now. I'll keep the voice changer on, but right now I'll try and talk to the level how I normally speak. I normally speak like this, and if you could hear my voice in real life without the voice changer, it's a bit deeper, and it's a bit raspier, and it just overall this tempo, this kind of thing matches my voice, which has a more of an alto within it, but it doesn't necessarily work. If I was to put it on a video, I've listened to it before and I was like, oh, are you interested? Like, I don't sound interested. But with the voice changer, it normally increases the volume of my videos without me having to put the volume up on my audios, and it also allows me to have a more of a preppier look sound to my stuff. So yeah, I do use a voice changer. One thing, I will feel a bit more confidence in my voice, or I'll get a better mic. It could be the mic thing. I have complained about this mic before. It's a good mic. It's a great mic, but it's been here for quite a while. So maybe it's a mic thing. But one day I'll find confidence in my voice and use my voice, but not right now. And I hope you guys can just bear with it until I can get to that point. But anyways, today we're gonna be building where I built a beach apartment. So I've been wanting to do a build like this for the longest time. I originally wanted to do it a bit more Mediterranean style, but I was like, I've already kind of done something Mediterranean. What I need to do, the apartments left that I have to do, is an ultra luxurious apartment or townhouse, probably apartment. I want to do an ultra luxurious one in San Margino. And I also want to do a suburban American one, so a very, very stereotypical suburban American one. I want to do some 70s semi-detached British homes. I want to do, what else do I want to do? I want to do this one build. It's just I've been struggling for inspiration for it, because it's not that I can't do it without inspiration, but it's so technical that I need to see more versions of it. And it's a build is very community based. It's got a lot of things going on within it. And it's got barbecues. It's very in line with what we've got with the 4N pack. So I think potentially what I may do is that I may just hold out until the pack is released, and I might try and make that build for that specific pack and all the new items that included, because it's got markets in there, it's got everything in there. It's proper community, family vibes, community vibes, all of that kind of thing. Also, when the Sims 4 For Rent expansion pack does come out, near enough to it, I think either a day, 2 days, or maybe even on the day of release, I've been planning to, and I want to know if you guys are interested. I've been thinking of doing a rundown of all the apartments and townhouses I have built, and all the multi-household lots I've built within my time on YouTube, and basically ranking them and sorting them out into categories and lists of which one I think will be best, which one I think would be not as great, which one is suitable for this type of gameplay, and which one is suitable for that type of gameplay. I think that might be a little bit interesting because I've built so many of them, like so many, and I honestly, it gets a bit I'll say, like I've said before, my previous one, it gets a little bit difficult when it gets to the stage of the interior design. But most of all, I really have been enjoying like the progress and seeing how I change and develop and what new styles I try out and everything like that. It's been a lot of fun. So I would love to do like a kind of roundhouse compliment completion that would basically just a roundhouse just full the touring my apartment builds and seeing which ones I suggest to you guys and everything like that. I have been seeing glimpses of my builds on other people's YouTube videos where they say this is what builds we suggest to you for the new Sims 4 for Rent expansion pack. And I saw my builds in there and I was shocked the first time. I think it's because how did I first notice it? I don't know how I noticed it, but I think the person's channel is called It's Not a Game, if I'm not too unaware. I haven't properly got the chance to fully watch the entire videos yet, just because I've been just running around at the moment trying to get videos out and getting things done in my own personal life. I feel like a headless chicken, but one day I'm gonna sit down and watch the videos. But I've had little glimpses, and I think the channel name is It's Not a Game, and I've seen that they have posted my Italian villa, and they've also done how to make my city apartment functional using CC, which I think is so cool because one thing I don't really discuss a lot, but what I love doing is seeing how you guys interpret and how you change up what builds I make. And I absolutely adored the little glimpse I got of her video was she used I think her Sims character was Gianni, and she used Gianni on the top floor, and she changed up a little bit of the top floor's apartment, and it was really cool to see what you guys included because I could totally see that CC there. I was looking at it, I was like, this is so cool. I love it. I love what you guys do with them, and yeah, it's so much fun. And I have been seeing, I said it in my previous video, but I've been a little bit busy today because this is a build I did yesterday, so today I'm just editing it. But I have been seeing people commenting on my gallery about wanting to see a furnished version of my Italian townhouse, so that's what I'm thinking of doing whilst I try and get inspiration onto my next build. So sooner enough you're gonna see that, but I'm not gonna do a speed build of it because you've already seen me build it before, and I feel like decorating my own apartments won't be that interesting. So I'm just gonna give you guys another video, but I will post on my community tab that I have released a second version of it. So I'll keep the original version, which should still be up as well, because some people have asked if it's been taken down. I haven't taken it down, and from my knowledge, I don't think EA has. There might be a bug somewhere there, but there will be a second version that's furnished. So if you can't access the non-furnished version, you should be able to access the furnished version quite soon. And yeah, so that's it with the Italian build, and that's it mentioning that. But yeah, to round off my entire tirade there, my entire rants that I've just said, I will be doing, close enough to the release of the expansion pack, a little rundown of just what I think you guys might like. So for example, I was thinking that because I do have quite a bit of townhouses, I do have quite a bit of apartments, but I realized recently I do have very different sorts of gameplays for them. So I won't say too much because then it will make the video quite redundant if I end up rating it in this video. But I know that the Italian villa, a lot of people are really, the Italian townhouses apartment area, a lot of people are really excited to use that for the new pack. There's so many stories that can be told, and there's so much potential for that. So I know that a lot of people are excited for that. So like you can have your own, in my head, I imagine that a lot to being like I see I spoke about it a tiny bit within the speed bit of it, but I imagine that the sim I put in place was she wants to be a rising singer slash celebrity. She's grown up in this area, so she knows everyone there. Her grandmother's there, her grandfather's there, her aunts, her uncles, everyone's there. But then she also has some people she's not related to. She's got a little small town crush over there and stuff like that. It's like it's a whole vibe. So that's what I have for that. But then, like, obviously, the Cyber City, it's completely different scope and gameplay. It's a completely different vibe. It's futuristic, it's dystopian, it's more gritty, it's got more drama, it's sci-fi, it's just it's different and it's really, really cool in that instance. And then one build that I didn't realize until now also I realized um before I continue on this topic, I've also been having comments on whether I uploaded my stuff to the gallery from the tiny house. So if you go into my speed build playlist, from the tiny house onwards, I have uploaded everything that I've put on YouTube onto the gallery, but everything pre predecessing the town tiny home that I did, I have not, just because I didn't. I kind of just used to make speed builds to just put out onto YouTube, put out to the. And I never thought that people would want to actually download them, but obviously as I've gotten bigger, a lot of people have been asking, "Can I download this? Can I download this?" And I realized that people actually want to use them, so all of those will soon be uploaded on the gallery. It's just all of them do use CC. But what I have, which I'm really excited to tell you, I don't know if I told you guys, but I've got this thing called a tray importer, which is an application you can have on your laptop or your computer. And basically what it allows you to do is that when you upload or download a sim, not only would you have the tray files that you want, which I'm able to post the tray files because now that I'm able to have them in one like condensed space, it even zips it up perfectly for me. But I'm trying to look around where to actually put it because I'm not too sure if Sims, because if I put it in Sims 4 file share, I believe it's like it's a lot of links everywhere. I kind of wanted to have it in one concise place, and God, I hate building websites. I hate building them. So it's just thinking where to put them. But in terms of the actual builds and the CC, the tray importer also allows me to see what every single piece of CC within the build is. And I love that. Because the longest time I've been searching on Google trying to find out how do I find out what each piece of CC within my build is. And I've never been getting an answer. I've been getting like videos showcasing to me that oh, you can go on to like you can download CC this way, you can do it this way. And I was like, no, that's not what I want. I want to learn how what CC is inside my builds, not how to put CC inside my builds. So how I ended up doing it is that I learned that you can get the tray importer, and then with the tray importer you can then find out every single piece of CC. Not only that, you can click on it and see what exactly that image of that CC is within your game. So with that knowledge, I am now able to find that I'm able to find CC in my game, in my build, that when I sometimes do build, I will sometimes question to myself, why has EA marked it as modded when I know for sure it's not modded? And with this application, I can now see that, oh, so it's this that's modded. And I think that's what I noticed in my London townhouse build, that when I used the tray importer, I was able to see that the a modded item was just this candle tray I use all of the time. Like every single, like it's really hard not to use it. It's very similar to the paranormal Zen candle tray thing. So I was able to see in that instance that, oh, okay, that's what I used. But I was like, I've already uploaded it to the gallery. I don't know about re-uploading it. I may re-upload it and just take that one thing out, but I at least now know what is in there. And it's really useful when it comes to tagging my CC when I'm uploading these things, because I think I used to just go through every single thing and research it and try and find out what's in it, which was not the most useful way of doing it. I don't know how I ever even like had the time to do that, because I would think that I've got it all. And then when I started to use the tray import, I was like, I missed so much stuff. I think I noticed that especially with the fashion studio build that I did, I thought I tagged everything, but I had this nagging feeling at the like the back of my head, like I'm missing something. There is something I'm missing. I'm sure of it. And when I did use the tray importer, I realized, yep, there it is. I'm missing archways. I missed them. So they should be tagged now in the comment in the description. But yeah, we haven't even talked about this real too much. Have I decorated the apartment? No, I haven't. I'm still at the cafeteria area. So what's included in this? I've made it all very beachy themed. There is there's different types of convenience slash store like areas. So there is one where you can get scuba gear and fishing gear and all of that kind of gear, like gear that you would need to go into the ocean with. And then there is another one right next to it where you can get little knickknacks. It's kind of like a gift shop, so you can get vases and stuff like that. And then there's the entrance to the actual apartments in the middle, which I love so much. It looks so pretty. And I originally it was really weird. I spoke about this slightly in the other video where I was like, it's really difficult to stick through doing these kinds of things just because it is so difficult to keep committed when they look very ugly. As when the shells look very ugly, but I stuck through it. I kept going and I ended up with this product and I'm really happy with it. And that was one of the sections I was really worried about because I think you noticed when I did the show, I kind of paused a little bit. I was looking at it because I was thinking to myself, should I demolish it? But I was like, no, I keep doing that. Let me just keep going. Let's be keep trying to see how it goes. And I was really, really happy with how I did, especially when I added the little curvy dome thingies and the front. Really loved that. It was really pretty. So yeah, and then after that curvy dome into the apartment area, then we've got a spa. Originally, I was going to do hairdressers and everything, but I changed it into a spa. I've tried to play test it, but I don't have a second sim. So if it's not too okay, please tell me and I'll change that up. I don't mind re-uploading things when they're soon from me when I've built them, but when it's afterwards, I just sometimes get so lost in my other builds, I forget to even touch them again or even know what's going on anymore. But if it's like, wait, what? Okay, sorry, I was really confused for a second. I thought I was hearing something. And yeah, so yeah, there's a spa, and then after that, there's a hidden away, tucked away little bar area. So what I originally wanted to do is that when I went to secondary school, I believe there was this kind of like alleyway that used to have these parts where you can go inside of them and it was like restaurants and things. So I tried to emulate that, but then I was like, I actually don't have space. So what am I trying to do with myself? So I ended up what did I end up doing? I ended up doing archways during that area. So you go into those different sections through the archways, and it's still its little thing. Like I didn't need to do the archways, but I thought they looked cute, so I did the archways. And I thought it just added a different type of way of entering stuff and doing stuff. So it's really cute. And so yeah, there's a little tucked away bar over there, and it's really nice. And there's like a tucked away cards area within that little place. And then if you go to the opposite side, then you've got the cafe, which is functional. You can hire a barista and they can come there and they can go and make your croissants and your coffees and your everything. But the thing is that I have to say I have switched up the chairs. So if you look at the speed build and then you look at the intro, it's different. But what I do believe is that it is already functional. Even if the stairs are in the way, you can still go upstairs. You can still use the barista. But the thing is, what might happen is that when you do order something, they'll say they can't place it down, so they might just place it on the floor. So you'll just have to place it on the table yourself. But that's like the only issue I can think of. this other point, it's not an issue. It's just more keep it in mind. Since there are balcony doors on the two apartments upstairs, they might just use the balcony doors, so that could be an issue. But yeah, beyond that, that should be fine as well. And what else should I be aware of? I'm trying to make sure I've got everything down. Yeah, but it's fairly simple. The one I decided to decorate today was a studio. Once again, I love me my studios, but there are multiple different lots available. So you've got upstairs, you've got one studio, which is the one I've decorated, and then you've got a family one just opposite, which has two very big bedrooms and a very big bathroom and an open space kitchen, dining, living area, and they've also got their own balcony, and all the washing machines are outside. I saw that somewhere that some people just put the washing machines like on the balconies, and I thought that looked really cute, so I decided to do that there. And then downstairs, you've got a very similar kind of layout. You've got a studio downstairs, which is much smaller. Like it is very much smaller. And then you've got opposite that another family household lot area. And I think what I did is that I did put kitchens in all of them, but then everything else is up to you to decorate. Because I didn't say this before in my townhouse, in my family townhouse one, but what I've started to do now is that the only ones that I fully will decorate is the Italian one and the Cyber City one, just because they're quite big and they're like cities slash villages within themselves. But like stuff like the family townhouses or this, I would just put kitchens and sometimes bathrooms just so you've got an idea of where things are supposed to be. But again, you can still switch it up. There's the freedom to do that, because what I keep in mind is that one is decorated to my style. So you'll have that as potentially your starter set. But then everything else is to the point of how you would move in. So if you were to move into an apartment, you already have the cabinets there. You already have the sink there, but you will have to put the fridge in yourself. You have to put the stove in yourself and every other thing like that. So that's what I now do with my builds, and hopefully you guys like them, because I feel like if I decorate all of them, it's gonna be quite repetitive. But and then a lot of people just end up wanting to change it also. Yeah. But anyways, that was this build. I hope you guys liked it so much. Also, and don't think I've said it in any of my videos, but thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. I'm honestly so humbled for everything you guys do. If you liked the video, you can like and subscribe, but if you don't want it, that's okay. I thank you so much for lasting this long and listening to my ramblings. And also, don't forget to leave a comment. I read all of your comments, the more the merrier. And I'll see you guys for the next video. Thank you so much. Goodbye.